Greetings, I'm Jaquita Zachary Johnson, the author of Gary the Greater Gator, and I enjoy inspiring others to become authors as well as letting you all know about amazing authors that we already have that you may not know. I have a great guest with me here today, and he'll tell you a little bit about himself and his books. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I appreciate you taking time out of your day to speak with me.
Thank you for the opportunity. So let me introduce myself. My name is Ronsha Woods. I'm an author here in Atlanta. I've been writing for over 10 years. I published my first book in 2016, which was a book of poems and poetry. So after that, just like we spoke earlier, the feedback from the people, that definitely motivated me to keep on going, because sometimes you can be your own worst critic, and and I put things out, I'm unsure if people are going to like it or not, but it's been all positive feedback. So, and I thank God for that. So that inspired me to keep on going. So with the other stories I have, like I said, I do write poems and poetry, but also I mainly write urban fiction. So after the poems and poetry,
let me stop you here if you don't mind. So, Poems of Mine by Ronsha Woods. So what inspired you to write a book of poetry?
Well, I always knew I had a way with words, even in school, because I was A+ student in English. I can't say that for the other subjects, but I know English I was very good at it, and so I knew I had a way with words, so I started writing poems and poetry. And in my past, I got in trouble when I was younger, and so I was incarcerated, and but that situation made me who I am today. So I used to write poems for the lady who I was with at the time. So when I sent things home to her, my mom, and my sister, other guys used to see it, and they would pay me to write poems for them because they loved it so much. So it started off from that, to the word got around to the place where I was. So then they start signing me up to like do little skits, read certain poems out in front of the whole crowd. They have little programs and everything. So that kept me going, and then it turned from that to me being inspired by another guy who was always right, and he showed me like how much authors can make. So I was like, well, they made that, man, I could write a story. And he's like, well, go ahead and do it. And so that what originally started me in writing urban fiction.
Okay. So tell us about your first urban fiction book.
So my first urban fiction book is called Family Is Just the Title. It was published last year, I think around August. So this one right here, and actually I wrote this book like in 2014.
Okay.
So this book it's basically it's about a family, a mother and her 3 sons. And the mother, she's on drugs real bad. The oldest son, he dropped out of school, try to hustle in the streets to try to keep the family together.
Okay.
But to sum it all up, the middle brother thinks he's trying to help by doing the same thing the older brother doing, but he ended up getting mixed up with the wrong crowd. He tears the family apart. So it's definitely a page turner, and I've had several people from older crowds to younger crowd. Everybody say love. I haven't heard anything negative, but by the feedback, that definitely inspired me to keep on going, because people was constantly asking me, okay, when your next book coming out? I want to read the next book. So that inspired me to keep on going. Also, I started on a film with this late last year. So as soon as I get everything edited, I'm just gonna put out what I have, because I end up putting a plug on that because I want to start on some more projects. So this is Family Just the Title.
Awesome.
So my next book is a mini-series. It's a mini-series called The Games They Play. So this is The Games They Play, Volume 1. This is the first book to it. This is it's a short story. And then I have The Games They Play Part 2 with Volume 2, Volume 3, and I also have Part 4 coming out soon. And basically in these stories, it's different stories, but every one of the stories connect. One character might spill off in the next story. Prime example, The story could be about me and Jaquita and what we're doing, the interview, and then somebody might walk in, and then the next story will pick up when that person walked in and then tell you what they did when they left. But it's also just showing you just the different games that people play for us, men and women, so it's not just one-sided. So it's definitely a good story, and it's also a page turner as well. So I have a lot of positive feedback and reviews on this. But you can find my books. They're on Amazon.com. You just look up Ronsha Woods. They're also on Kindle Unlimited. And so I'm just highly motivated. Keep on pushing. I have several more books to go. Well, actually, I have 6 more books to go. The books that I've written already. So I have tons of books up here. So my thing is, I just like writing, just to give people something to do, and give people good quality stories and things that people can relate to. So I'm gonna keep on pushing. You're gonna see me very shortly. This story right here, I'm gonna put out. Which we plan on trying to do a movie with this. But since it's a short story, like I say, it's gonna be like basically like the same thing, like a mini series for the movie screen as well. So it's gonna be something real short. So each one is probably like 30 minutes to an hour or something. So I'm definitely putting that together now. And like I said, I'm just trying to keep on pushing and inspiring people.
That sounds good. So what advice will you give to somebody that say they want to write but they don't know how to get started? What advice would you give?
Well, the first thing is it's definitely time consuming, but with anything else, you have to balance everything out. So my advice to someone is take your time, pace yourself out, because you don't have to rush to write your book. Something that I seen a long time ago, I think it was Stephen King. I read an article with him several years ago. He says that he only write like 5 or 6 pages every day. So I took that in consideration. So I said, okay, well, let me write 5 or 6 pages every day. And so you add it up. A month or two go by, however long you want your book to be. If you pace yourself out like that, you can finish it. And time is flying. So in no time, if you stick with it and stay motivated, you'll have you a whole book, or however long you want to, what you want to write about. If you want to do an autobiography or urban fiction, children's story, pace yourself, take your time. And the main thing I always tell people is stay prayed up and stay dedicated.
Mama, you been stealing from me.
Said she ain't took nothing from you, young blood.
That's
Javon! Girl, that ain't even necessary, man.
way too deep. You two set the boys up and loud, have big, get some money, man.
Tell you something I'm looking for.
Well, I'm a firm believer that God allows for you to go through things for a good reason. We may not look at it like that because we question God or like, man, why am I going through this? Why am I I'm having bad luck. But when God allows you to go through the things, He's about to bless you with something, to allow you to go through those things. So, like I say, in my situation, I believe that God allowed that to happen. For me to sit down and really get to know myself and also to get to know Him. And once you go through something, if you look back in your life, you can always say, when you went through those hardships, a blessing came behind that. So you just have to stay prayed up, stay focused, and know that every time a hardship comes or some problem arises, don't be so quick to give up. Just continue to praise God because He's going to get you through it.
Thank you so much for joining us and giving us your words of wisdom and all of that. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Right on.